clay's flying, engines rolling full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Down by grease and grit, building dreams from the crowd, there's no quit. We live for the thrill, speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. This is our creed, dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack. Down in the mud and we're never looking back. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines rolling full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Down by grease and grit, building dreams from the ground, there's no quit. We live for the thrill, speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back.
Oh my God, I just went through a whole spiel. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome to round number 4 of the Indoor Nationals live here on MDiTV. You guys ready for some action? Let me know out in the chat. The battle for the championship is as tight as it gets after 3 races. It is Josh Smith and Brad Allman sitting at deadlock at the top of the charts with 616 points each. Neither driver backing down. And tonight could be the night one of them take control, but don't count out Cody Connor. Only 7 points back and hungry to shake things up. One strong run out of him here tonight, and he looks fast in practice. Could put him in a fight for that top spot. With the competition fiercer than ever, every lap, every pass, every point matters. Will Smith or Allman break the tie? Can Cody Connor close the gap, or will someone else steal the show here tonight as we jump into qualifying? Buckle up, race fans. The engines are roaring. The stage is set. It's time to go racing. Drop your predictions down in the chat. Who's going to win the race tonight? This is the Indoor Nationals, and it's time to fling some dirt. Cody Connor, third in points out on the track here in qualifying. Really curious to see what he is able to do here tonight. Looks like it could be a night where he could gain some points, and he needs to have a prime night here tonight. We ready. We all ready. As Cody Connor going to go to the top of the charts with an 11 flat with that quick time. Brett Cuddell second. Josh Hawkins in that number 3 spot. Is Brett Cuddell going to jump up the boards to the number 1 time with a 10.944. Brad Allman, one of our points leaders here, out on the track, putting in his time. Josh Smith going to jump up 4th. Where can Brad Allman put a quick time with a 10.942? That is not what Cody Connor or Josh Smith wanted to see here tonight. P-Shooter's going for Moody. Moody could be one to watch. I don't know how he got 7th, though. I'm surprised. He's good in the UMPs. He's going to have some work to do here tonight. Cody is going to jump up to that number 7 spot. We're on with Zach Rogers. Oh, he is pushing tight in that number 72 machine. He's going to go 7th quick. Tyson Banks. Tyson Banks is pretty good in these UMP Modifieds. Look to see if he can put it on the top of the charts as he slings that thing in, comes across the line. Where's he going to put that 747 as he starts his first lap here tonight out of turn number 4? Let's see where he puts that number 747. He's going to go 3rd quick with a 10.994. Can he pick up the pace here on lap number 2? He's going to come across the line and crosses the line, and he does not pick up the pace. He's going to be 3rd quick on the night, and that's 747. Dylan McKee out on the track putting in his laps. He's going to cross the line here for his first lap of the night. I don't know yet. We're going to find out. We'll find out. Dylan McKee going to go 8th quick with 11.093. Look how close these times are. I don't know what Moody did, but he definitely did not do what it takes to get a good lap in there. That is a rough one for Landon Moody. He's going to be starting shotgun on the field here tonight as we get ready for heat race number 1. Everybody's going to make it here tonight, guys. Everybody's going to make it. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be our points leader. In the number 9A, it's Brad Allman. Starting in the number 2 spot outside of him in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Starting inside row number 2 here tonight in the heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 24 of Colton Snyder. Outside of him in the number 83, it's going to be Josh Smith. Then in that 3rd and final row on the inside here tonight in the number 72 machine, it's going to be Zach Rogers. Outside of him in the number 27, it's going to be Cody Welsh. My bad for not putting the grid up there. He could have rectally. Yeah, he could have. I didn't see his lap. All right, looking for the green flag. Next time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Brad Allman leads the field. Caudill's definitely a pretty good pick as they head into turn at number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag here tonight. Side by side, have to wait for the green. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 1? Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Great start by the outside of Tyson Banks as they keep it side by side out of turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4, still side by side as they come out of turn number 4 as Banks is going to have the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Banks going to lead the way down the back straightaway as Brad Allman falls back into that number 3 spot as they're side by side for the lead and the number 4 spot as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Banks continues to lead as Brad Allman tries to reel him back in that number 9A. Oh, gets a little wonky off of turn number 4. Going to lose some ground. 3 laps complete. Here comes Colton Snyder up underneath him in that number 24, trying to get up underneath the 9. Can't quite get it to stick. They're going to stay side by side through turn number 1 and 2. Snyder not able to capitalize on the mistake by the 9 of Brad Allman. Brad's going to hang it out strong out of turn number 4. 5 laps complete. Can they reel back in Banks? Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It's going to be single file up at the front. Let's go take a look and see what's going on behind this group. Josh Smith in the number 83. He's got Zach Rogers all over the back of him into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Battle for second is definitely starting to pick up as these guys stay single file back in the pack. Brad Allman trying to find some speed in that number 9 down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4, still single file out of turn number 4. It's going to be 8 laps complete. We got 4 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. We got 3 different lines from the top 3. Right now, it looks like the 747 of Tyson Banks has it figured out. Brad Allman going to go to the top side, but Colton Snyder digs down low out of turn number 2. Yeah, Banks is good in these. Banks is definitely good in the UMPs. Down into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. They're going to get the white flag this time by. Battle's going to be for that number 2 spot. Down the front straightaway, white flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. They're going to keep it pretty separated into turn number 3 and 4. Give the win to Tyson Banks, Brad Allman in second, Colt Snyder, Josh Smith, Zach Rogers, and Cody Welsh rounding out the field. Good, clean heat race number 1, and we are going to get ready for heat race number 2. This is definitely going to be one to watch. I'll tell you what, our pole sitter here, if he wins this one, which seems to be not a guarantee because of these green flag restarts, Brett Caudill in that number 93. He's got to be a favorite here tonight. He's going to be starting on the outside. Whoever wins this heat starts on the outside in the feature, and that could be a huge advantage. It's going to be Brett Caudill starting on the pole here tonight in that number 93 machine. Outside of him, it's going to be the number 3 of Cody Connor. Cody Connor only 7 points back from that points lead. He's sitting in the number 3 spot as the top two are tied for the points lead. Starting inside row number 2 here tonight in the number 98, it's going to be Joshua Hawkins. Outside of him, in the number 11 or number 12 machine, it's going to be Dylan McKee. Starting inside row number 3 here tonight in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Cody Racing. Outside of him, in the number 84, it's going to be Landon Moody. As they send it down into turn number 3, we are looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side. Caudill trying to get that advantage. He slides up the track, takes the lead into 3 and 4. Oh no, Hawkins going to swipe the field. And turn number 3 and 4, big contact. Going to knock Moody way back in the pack. He might be broken as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be all Brett Caudill out front as Cody Connor trying to grab that lead into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. This battle for the lead, this means a lot for the number 3 as he tries to find his way around the 93 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Keeping it single file. How hard will Cody Connor dig in that number 3 machine through turn number 3 and 4? 4 laps complete as they come across the line. Single file 4 now down into turn number 1 and 2. Moody, unfortunately, breaking that number 84 machine. He had to take the tow. He's down on pit road. Out of this one, he's going to be starting at the back of the pack. It'll be interesting to watch him try to drive up through the field as they come out of turn number 2. Brett Goodell going to continue to lead out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Halfway through heat race number 2. 6 laps complete, 6 laps to go. Battle right now for that number 3 spot as Cody Racing has taken the number 3 spot. Hawkins trying to dig back out around him. That's where he started as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Right now it's pretty quiet. Into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, we got 8 laps complete. 8 laps complete. Cody Connor trying to dig in on the 93 of Brett Goodell. Trying a little bit different lane. It wasn't working where he was at. He's trying to find something a little bit faster. We're going to jump on the roof of that number 3 as he tries to reel in Brett Goodell. 2 laps to go down into 1 and 2. We're going to roll 1 lap on the roof of Cody Connor down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be white flag in the air. This time by 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be all Brett Goodell into 3 and 4. He's going to take the win here in heat race number 2. Cody Connor, Cody Racing, Joshua Hawkins, Dylan McKee, and Landon Moody rounding out the field. Yeah, I love that camera. I love that camera. It's actually the first camera I've ever made on iRacing was that one. And I don't think I've made another one since. Not a real one. All right, we're going to get into the warm-up. These guys going to jump out on the track. They're going to burn a couple minutes and the track in just a little bit. Interested to see what they can do here in the warm-up. As these guys are rolling out on the track, I'll tell you what, the one that needs the most help is going to be the number 84 of Landon Moody, starting deep in the field here tonight. He's going to be starting at the back in row number 6 here tonight in that number 12 spot. He's got a lot of work to do here tonight as everybody now getting out on the track. Well, I take that back. Brett Goodell and Cody Racing have not made it back out on the track, as these guys are going to try to get as many laps in as they can, burning this track and trying to make it multi-groove here tonight. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. These cars seem awfully racy. Now they're going to have 12 of them out on the track instead of 6. It'll be interesting to see how these guys race each other. What do you guys think? Who's going to be your favorite here tonight? Who do you think can win tonight's feature? Type it in the chat. Let me know. As Zach Rogers, currently quick time here in practice, he is making a little bit of noise here early on. Brett Goodell finally getting back out on the track in that number 93. So Cody Racing, the only one that has not hit the track. As we are rolling about 2 minutes into the warm-up. Not sure when Josh is going to cut it loose, but it will be pretty soon. Banks are almond, says P. Shooter. I'm curious. I'm not sure who's going to get this one. It should be an interesting one here tonight. Guys, make sure you guys hit that like and share button. Put a comment in the chat. All that stuff helps people find the stream. If you guys could help us out, if you have not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button here tonight as we get ready for 60 laps in the UMPs here at the Chili Bowl. Oof. That is the end of warm-up. We're going to get into tonight's main event. Who's it going to be? Let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Starting outside of him in the number 93 machine, it's going to be Brett Goodell. Yeah, Moody likes to wreck. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 9A, it's going to be Brad Allman. Outside of him in the number 3 machine, it's going to be Cody Connor. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 24 machine, it's going to be Colton Snyder. Outside of him in the number 17, it's going to be Cody Racing. Starting inside row number 4 here tonight in the number in the number 83 machine, it's going to be Josh Smith. Outside of him in the number 98, it's going to be Joshua Hawkins. Starting inside, row number 5 here tonight in the number 72 machine, it's going to be Zach Rogers. Outside of him in the number 12, it's going to be Dylan McKee. Starting inside, row number 6 here tonight in the number 27 machine, it's going to be Cody Welsh. And last but not least, in that number 12 position, on row number 6 on the outside, it's going to be Landon Moody. We are looking to hook it up for 60 laps here tonight for the main event. 12 cars, 12 drivers, all wanting to win here tonight. It's going to be interesting as they head into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to let the dirt fly out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Tyson's a great pick. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaways, Brett Caudill trying to get that advantage. He's going to have it in 3 and 4. Give Brett Caudill the lead in lap number 1. Tyson Banks tried to dive it up underneath Caudill. He's going to keep it down low, down the back straightaway, into turn number 3 and 4, still side by side for the lead. Down the front straightaway, it's still going to be Brett Caudill up on that high side, leading the way into turn number 1 and 2. They got Brad Allman just behind him. I'm going to jump out with Brad Allman. He's got a great view of the race for the lead as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Banks trying to run the cut down, tries to get the run out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Brad Allman up in the mix as they come out of turn number 4. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Colton Snyder trying to dig up underneath Brad Allman. Can't quite get there as they come across the line. Well, that sucks. Hold on. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Brett Caudill, Tyson Banks, Brad Allman, Colton Snyder, Cody Connor, and Josh Smith in that top 6 as Cody Racing on the outside trying to dig hard in that number 17. Look at this battle for the number 6 spot as look at this Moody already up to that number 8 spot. He's looking for more. Will he take it 3 wide as they head through 1 and 2? Moody trying to find somewhere to go. He's going to get in the back of Josh Smith as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Single file for the top 5. We're watching the battle for 6 into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, here comes Josh Smith trying to get up underneath that 17. Big checkup. Moody able to keep it out of the back of the 83. Almost gets turned by Cody Welsh. Here comes Josh Smith with a big run up underneath Cody Racing. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Smith trying to get some dig out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Here he goes for the spot into turn number 1 and 2. Smith finally getting some momentum down on that bottom side. Cody's going to try to pinch him down. Smith's going to hold strong down low. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. I see Cody Connor starting to work Snyder, but we're going to keep on this battle. This one is definitely interesting as Landon Moody nowhere to go as it's 13 laps complete as they come across the line down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they touch out of turn number 2. Smith trying to get that spot. Big contact there. Moody tries to take it 3 wide out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. They're going to get it back single file. Here comes Smith trying to dig back down low. I'm keeping an eye on the battles up at the front, but right now this is where the racing's at as Moody tries to jump the berm, gets into Josh Smith, able to keep it straight, falls back in line as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Moody looking up underneath the 83. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Connor up underneath Snyder. We got a battle for the number 4 spot down into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Cody Connor rolling that bottom side. Every point matters for him right now. He's got Brad Allman up in front of him. Brad, one of the co-points leaders right now in that number 3 spot. Cody Connor knows he's got to find his way around him. Snyder's going to roll up the track out of turn number 2. Here comes Connor down low. Connor going to battle down low out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Great race here for that number 4 spot as they are side by side. Snyder going to get the wall. Digs back on the outside as they head down into 3 and 4. He's going to get the wall again out of turn number 4. Connor slowly creeping forward. Can he clear that number 24 this time by out of turn number 2? He's able to do it into 3 on 4. He's going to jump the berm just a tick. He takes that number 4 spot. Tyson Banks definitely trying to put the pressure on Brett Caudill up at the front. But right now, we're going to jump back to this battle. Looks like Landon Moody has made his way around Josh Smith, now up into the number 7 spot. He's looking for another one as Cody Racing is next in line in that number 17. Definitely not where Moody wanted to be here tonight. He is pretty good in these UMP Modifieds. Must have made a mistake in qualifying. Definitely set him up for a tough night here tonight, but he is almost halfway through the field as we jump back up to the lead. It's going to be Brett Caudill in that number 93. Tyson Banks in second. Brad Allman in third as I heard contact in the back. Here comes Moody as Cody Racing tries to pinch him down out of turn number 2. Well, tries, I think he actually did as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. We got 25 laps complete. 25 out of 60 here tonight as they come out of turn number 2. Battle for this number 6 spot. Definitely picking up as here comes Moody down low out of turn number 4. Cody Racing is just sending it in. Nowhere for Moody to go. He's trying not to wreck him as they come out of turn number 2. Moody definitely catching the 17. A lot of breaks here as the 17 is driving aggressive with that blocking as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Cody's going to blink out a little bit as right now it is Brett Caudill pulling away from the field. Slowly catching the back of the field is going to be Dylan McKee at the back. Zach Rogers ahead of him in 11th. Joshua Hawkins, it is crazy here as Moody tries to find his way around. Oh, we got contact out of turn number 2. Big contact. Oh, Josh Smith goes around. Caution flag comes out. There was a lot going on there. I think it might have been was it a block? Yeah. So we're gonna go break this one down a little bit. So we got Moody. We got Moody in that number 84. 17 is really blocking aggressive. You can see it right here. Super aggressive. Moody nowhere to go. A little bit of check up here again. Cody's going to miss the turn a little bit. Jumps up the berm. Comes back down. Gets into Moody. Moody gets a little wonky. Bangs the wall. Josh Smith slides up into him. Not a whole lot they can do there. Oh, it broke Josh Smith's right front. That brings out the caution flag. Definitely unfortunate for that number 83 and the 84 here. As these guys were racing hard. So first caution of the night. Halfway through this one, we are 30 laps in the books. Halfway through, 30 laps to go. It's going to be 29 laps to go when they take the green flag. Pace truck is in looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Brett Caudill on the gas. Green flag is out. Green flag down into 1 and 2. It's going to be single file most of the way through the field. We're going to watch this number 84. He's trying to find his way around the 17. Will he get a little more aggressive? Will he use that bumper as they come out of turn number 4? Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Landon Moody trying to find his way around that number 17. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact just ahead. That's going to check up Colton Snyder as that 84 still tries to find his way around the number 17. Back up to the front. It is single file top 3 starting to pull away as they come out of turn number 4. 34 laps in the books. Yeah, I think this battle for 6 is still the one to watch as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, trying to find his way up underneath the 17. He's going to move him up the track, but the 17 is going to push him back down up on the berm as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody trying to find his way around that number 17. He is getting impatient here. It is stacking up the field as they come out of turn number 4 down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn. Oh, Moody sent it in. And they go around out of turn 4. They keep it green. As they come across the line, here comes, Rogers going to go around in the 72. Will that bring out the caution? Caution flag is out. You can see Moody just had enough there. Absolutely. So we're going to watch this. I think Moody finally has enough. Sends it in on the 17. Yeah, he just finally had enough, tried to bump him up out of the way. Big stack up there. And Zach Rogers, just unfortunate contact there, goes around. That is unfortunate. Oh, yeah. It was just getting impatient. I am actually surprised the caution didn't come out sooner. I'm not going to argue with that one. But, yeah, big contact. They kept it straight. Though. I mean, there's no reason to throw the caution until Rogers went around. Unfortunate for him as the caution flag comes out. All right, so tight racing up through the field. The patience is running thin here in the middle of the pack. It is going to be interesting to see what happens under this restart. We are 37 laps in the books. Yeah, definitely knew something was going to happen. I was getting impatient too, watching it. All right, we are looking for the green flag here once again. We need to go find our race leader. Where is Brett Caudill? There he is as they head into 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. Brett Caudill with a good jump as Brad Allman all over the back of Banks out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be nose to tail up at the front. We got a battle for this number 4 spot as Snyder tries to find his way up underneath Cody Connor. Nose to tail out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. This isn't done yet. They're not done wrecking back here in the middle of the pack. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Watching this battle from about 4th on back. It is definitely going to get interesting. Really, you got to watch this number 6 spot as Cody Racing looks to go to the high side of Snyder. Snyder's going to go up. Cody comes back down across the nose of Moody. Moody backs out of it as Cody's able to save it. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, nose to tail here now for the field. Here comes Cody looking up underneath Snyder. Can't get it to dig out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2, I think. Nope, that was 3 and 4. I had my turns backwards. Moody, it gets up underneath the 17, finally routes him up out of the way. He had to be physical there. The 17 had been pushing him up on the berm all night long. Digs back up underneath the 84 out of turn number 4. Crossover by Cody Racing. He's going to try to dig up underneath the 84. Moody's going to try to drive away out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Middle's going to wreck. They somehow straightened it out. This might be good news for Moody. Moody's going to get on the gas. Starts to pull away from that 17. Single file up at the front of the field. Moody now in that number 6 spot. The field is stacked up behind him. We have 3 wide as McKee up on the high side, able to keep it from going around. Here comes Hawkins up. Hawkins and Rogers side by side out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Great battle back here for that number 10 spot. Hawkins going to try to dig out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. He's going to have the spot at the line, but Rogers digs back hard on the outside. Down into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Rogers hits the wall. Hawkins going to dig back down low. Who's going to have it to line? It's going to be Rogers in the number 10 spot that time by. What a run on the outside for that number 72. Looks like he's got it starting to hook up. He might be able to make some moves. Everyone else is bottom feeding. Oh, big stack up as Josh Smith slides up the track. There we were almost 3 wide there. Here comes Hawkins up underneath Smith. Hawkins going to dig up underneath the 73 as they come down the whatever straightaway they're in. Back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. It is crazy from 7th on back. Top 6, nose to tail, single file 4 now. We're watching the battles at the back of the pack as we are in 10 laps to go. Brett Caudill leads the way. Banks, Allman, Cody Connor, Colton Snyder, and Landon Moody, your top 6. It's definitely starting to get interesting here. Here comes Brad Allman up underneath Banks, trying to find his way around as the caution flag comes out. Looks like Zach Rogers might be caught up in this one. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Little bit of contact there with Hawkins and Rogers. Oh, it gets Carhide when there was contact between McKee and Hawkins as Rogers has got to take the toe. Busted the right front on that thing. Let's see if he makes his way back out. craziness through the field. Now, I know Zach's dad's out there watching. Not the race he was looking to have here tonight. Zach looking to get back on the track with a fresh car. Hopefully he can make some ground up through the field. It was intense back there in the back of the pack. But we are 53 laps in the books. It's going to be a 6-lap shootout when they take the green flag. They might not be done. And remember, back here around the 6th spot, we got a little bit of beef going on between the 84 and the 17. 17 is going to be back on Moody's heels as we look for the green flag. They're going to get in single file as it's going to be... Oh, they're going to wait for the toe of the 72, I believe. So he will get some courtesy laps here. He is going to get a couple courtesy laps here. There he is. He just got towed in. He's looking to come back out on the track. Ooh, man, there's 2 minutes left in the Bills versus Chiefs. Bills are 29, Chiefs 32. Bills have the ball. This is going to get interesting there for football as we are going to look for the green flag. Here comes Zach Rogers back out on the track. All right, it's going to be Brett Caudill leading the way. Let's see if they get that one to go this time by. I think they should as they are nose to tail. They do have one to go where you're going green flag this time by. It was getting interesting for second. Brad Allman was definitely putting the pressure on Tyson Banks. Banks trying to hold on to that number 2 spot as they look into turn number 3 and 4. Brett Caudill going to look for that loud pedal. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Cody racing up underneath Moody. He's going to give him a bump. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is going to be nose to tail for the field as they come out of turn number 4. 5 laps to go down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Moody looking up underneath Snyder. Can't quite get there. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Cody Connor up underneath Brad Allman. Out of turn number 4, he's got to get back in line. This is big points. That's a 2-point swing in the points. If Cody can find his way around Brad, he's only 7 points back from the points lead. He needs every point he can get as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 laps to go at the line for Brett Caudill. Brad Allman going to look up underneath the 747 of Tyson Banks as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for that white flag. 1 lap to go. Here comes Brad Allman as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. Banks going to get on the gas down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Brett Caudill with the win. It's going to be Banks in second. Brad Allman third. Cody Connor and Colton Snyder, your top 5. Great race out there. We're going to go ahead and go through these results and bring these guys in here in just a minute. Great run for these guys. Definitely a little bit of drama, but you expect that on these elbow up courses. Oh, Banks already left. Banks, why'd you not? All right, hold on. It's going to be Brett Caudill with the win. Tyson Banks in second. Brad Allman in third. I got to sneeze. Oh, sorry. Going to be Brad Allman in third. Cody Connor in that number 4 spot. Colton Snyder in 5th. Going to be Landon Moody in that number 6 spot. Cody Racing in 7th. Cody Welsh in 8th. Going to be Josh Smith in the number 9 position. Hawkins in 10th. Dylan McKee 11th. And Zach Rogers in that number 12 spot. All right, let's go ahead and pull in those top 3. Yeah, he was definitely pulling away. It doesn't surprise me at all. I knew he had to be a favorite. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring in those top 3, get those interviews in. I see half of them. Oh, I see Banks. We'll pull Banks up here, too. I kidnapped him. All right, what a run here tonight. Definitely interesting up at the front. Brad, you made a last ditch effort. Look at like that this one was 75 laps. You might have had a little something there, just didn't have quite enough to get around Banks.
Yeah, it's hard to pass. I felt pretty decent, but he he just got out there in front early and kind of what really mattered in this deal. I mean, I think they was a little bit better early than I was. And late, I think it kind of come to me a little bit, but oh well, no big deal.
You know, a big night for you. You kept Cody behind you, who's was only 7 points behind you guys in the points. You and Josh were tied. You had a good night. Josh, not so much. I mean, this has got to be huge for you in the points battle.
Yeah, as far as points, it'll be a good night for me. And Cody, I know he was better than me. He was hounding me hard there at the end. Uh, but like I said, it's hard to pass. We're all pretty dang close. I mean, look at qualifying speeds. We're all
Yeah, when it
seven
was
tenths and a
insane.
half or something. So it's hard to pass when it's like that. Uh, but yep, good night. Congrats to Brett on the win and Tyson on second. And, it was a good clean race up front. Nobody roughed each other up. It's always fun. So
Well, great run. Why don't we go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
uh, I didn't pull up my sheet tonight. All Out Graphics, Dirt Studios Promotions, MDiTV, uh, all the all the sponsors we have. Thanks for everything. Butt Kicker. Uh, yep, I'm at a loss. So
Great run. Appreciate
good
you.
job tonight.
Thanks. Tyson, man, you had a good one here tonight. Didn't have quite enough for Brett, but able to hold off Brett Allman. It was a big battle. I'm sure you're glad it was the end of the race there.
Yeah, yeah. I think I used my stuff up there in the middle of the race, towards the end, and but like he said, it's just you're so close here in times, and Brett kind of schooled me there on the first of the race. Got jumped out to the lead and got him some clean air, and that's real important here. But he was definitely pulling away there at the end.
Man, we knew you were good in these UMPs. Knew this could be a chance for you to take a win here tonight. No one has repeated. We've had 4 races, 4 winners. I believe you were one of those winners. Yes, you were. Not able to repeat here tonight, but second place. You got to be happy with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not very experienced in the micro stuff, but I came out and just ran to support these guys and whatnot. But yeah, I definitely like the mods. Definitely would rather run the mods over sprints or anything like that as of right now, anyway.
Well, great run. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yep, Turn One Designs, White Knuckle Setup Shops, CSW, Speedworks, my son's YouTube channel, Gary VR Nerd. Um, just you guys for putting it on, and it's always a fun time. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Tyson, great run here tonight.
Thank you.
Brett Cudill in the number 93. No surprise. Always great in the UMPs here tonight. That outside on those starts on green has to be a huge advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it a little throttle just to keep door to door with him before you get the green. So Tyson kind of got fucked, actually, really. It's just by how those starts are. Just because I had some momentum, and I think he might have tried to anticipate it once, and like I saw the car go up on the bars, and then I looked away from his car, and I think that if I could be completely stupid, but I think I remember this, and I looked up, then the green flag flew, so I hit it and was able to just edge him into turn one, and that race was won on the green flag. It's just how it was.
Yeah, it's always difficult, especially on a tight track like this when you got to cut it so tight coming out of turn 4. And you having the bigger swing up on the high side and having the car straight with those extra RPMs definitely give you a big advantage when that green flag comes out. Not having it pinched down. But man, that thing was just hooked up to here tonight. You didn't get lap traffic. You got close to it a couple times. I mean, you had to be happy that you didn't have to deal with lap traffic.
Yeah, I was having trouble with. I had my wheel settings way too high, so my shoulders were shaking by the end of that one. So if I was going to run into lap traffic, I was going to screw it up for sure. But I saw him coming one time, and then we got that caution there. But no, it was a pretty uneventful race, and I wish the track would have just been a little more racy, but it is what it is with big cars on a track that burns up quick.
Well, great run here tonight. Always fun to watch you. Why don't we give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, congratulations to Tyson and Brad for their second and third place. My wife, my parents are watching. 3D Racing, House of Speed, West Side Signs, Justin Norwood Sim Sports, MDiTV for the streams, and Dirt Series for the series.
Well, great run. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you. Well, I don't know if I'll see you next week, Brett, but maybe I'll see Tyson.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Later. Great run for these guys here tonight. Definitely a good show. Got a little bit of everything here tonight. Good racing. Short track tappers. It was a crazy one here tonight. Looks like the Chiefs beat the Bills, as they were saying in the chat here. I looked at the score. It was 29-32, I think. So it looks like we're gonna have a Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. But appreciate you guys coming out here tonight. Next week's points battle is going to be interesting. It looks like Brad Allman going to be coming in with the lead. Cody Connor definitely making up some points here tonight on second place, Josh Smith. It's going to be interesting going into next week's finale with the midgets. You don't want to miss that one. Make sure you got notifications on. As always, until